Alright, let's do this thing. Greetings, peeps. Let's get this underway. If I recall correctly, I just finished the first mission of this area. I don't know if I recall correctly because I made a poor decision. I've made a lot of poor decisions lately, but eggnog was on sale, therefore I had eggnog with my supper, and I am now sleepy. Hey, Jeremy. Alright, what's available? RC Combat Club. Well, clearly we have to start with Bear Cave bugging. That is absolutely the sort of name for a job that you want to start with. Not down here? Okay. I heard a bottle. You are standing with your back to a bear trap. There's so much wrong with this area. Anyway, Jeremy, how are ya? Ooh. The irony is the job that I'm avoiding would be brilliant for getting bottles, except there is a glitch on it. And I try to get all the bottles before I ever go in there to avoid triggering said glitch. Granted, this one will be pretty good too.
In the area have been tagged with radio tracking devices. If you can snag enough of them, we should be able to set up a receiver array around Jean Bisson's house.
I'm always up for bugging someone's home.
The first step is crawling into that bear cave and stealing the goods.
I'm on it.
I hope it won't be a shorter stream than normal. I basically live in a state of I am tired for some reason. Or at least it feels that way sometimes. Also, because it was free, I have a caffeinated soda with me right now, so... Because I'm weak. I am totally weak and I wanted it. Bye. I'd like to finish the game tonight, and I think I can do that in 4 hours. But I probably should not have had homemade pizza and eggnog for supper.
The radio transmitters have all been tagged in their mouths. You'll have to sneak up and pickpocket it while they're yawning.
Sounds safe.
Stay clear of the thin, crackly ice. Walking on it is sure to wake the bears.
I'll keep that in mind.
So, this is a very safe... That is a very good question. We are playing Bear Dentist today. The radio transmitters are bear teeth, okay? Okay. Any other questions? Also, from past experience, if you jump on a bear, you also fail. How did they get them in the teeth? I don't know, and I'm not sure I want to. Sly, please. Please, pickpocket the thing. Considering that the previous area involved somebody from the 1800s using robot parts, specifically 2 lungs and a stomach, in order to make their trains run constantly without needing to stop and refuel. It does not seem like the most unusual part of this ridiculousness.
Only you could have pulled that off. Head outside and I'll fill you in on the next step.
This is the hard part. Okay. Do not land on the bear. You're just not gonna question anything in this. No, half the fun is looking at what you're doing and just stopping and going, what the actual crud am I actually doing? How is this real? It's kind of glorious.
To form a receiver array, you'll have to place the radio transmitters in precise locations around Jean Bison's base of operations.
Seems easy enough.
Once you're in position, hit the circle button to place the transmitter.
I mean, so far in Sly 2... Ooh, you've got a shiny. In Area 1, the main villain was Dimitri, who canonically learned English by watching music videos. Which explains how he talks. Area 2, we managed to steal something ridiculously massive. We're talking a 6-foot metal wingspan out of a crowded ballroom where it was on display by causing a major distraction by dancing with a cop. That was the plan, and it worked. Let's turn off the music so that I have a better chance of spotting some baubles. Area 3. Area 3 featured the elephant-driven satellite array. And literally bugging an office with an insect. Plan for Area 4's big heist involved what was it? Hiding in a tank and using that to get through. Oh. Also the giant attack robot posing as a water tower. Missed, dang it. Ooh, not a bad thing, though. Area 5 was the one where we dropped ghosts down a chimney. Area 6 naturally featured the robot parts in the trains. And here we are, Area 7, where we pickpocket radio transmitters shaped like teeth out of bear mouths. Yeah, it is done in such a way that it all makes sense while it's going on. You know, nothing unusual here. This is all just pure logic. Things that are completely normal to happen, and then you stop and think about it and go, wait. Son of a muffin. There we go.
Perk up your ears, boys. I'm gonna tell you all the tally for last month. The Blue Lumberjack team managed to clear cut 128 acres of forest. Not bad considering they had to kill all them badgers to do it, eh? But now, the Gold Lumberjack team, bless their hearts, those boys chopped down 211 acres. Y'all hear that? 211 acres of progress. Almost brings a tear to my eye when I think about how much wilderness y'all tamed. Keep up the good work, fellas. Not long till we can start putting up those traps. Homes, yeah.
Bottle. Oh. So where are some of the others I have to place? Up there. I swear, half the point of the Sly Game series is just how ridiculous can they make something before it breaks your suspension of disbelief? And the answer is, ooh, Topaz. Pretty darn ridiculous. Any more bottles along here? But it specializes in it all made sense at the time moments. And I can promise you the it all made sense at the time moments do not stop in any of the games. Even Game 4, which is largely fan in discontinuity, and I will not be streaming because I don't think I can at this point, features a fair number of this made sense at the time. Not what I meant to do, but okay. Sly 4 is... There's a long list of potential issues, but the short version is... Sly 3 came out, and it could have easily been the end of the series and was great. And Sucker Punch Productions, which was a very small studio, decided they were going to move on to other things. They started working on the Infamous game series. And at a certain point, another studio, Sanzuru Games, basically went up to Sucker Punch and went, "Can we make Sly 4 for you, please? We really want to," and we even made a mock-up of the first level of our own potential game 4, and Sucker Punch went, "This looks really good, you can do it." So, Potential Problem 1, it was actually made by a completely different company.
Nice work. The array's up and running.
Ooh. So there were some issues with that, and honestly, they did not do a bad job, all things considered. If I had known it was made by a completely different company, I may not have guessed. There are definitely some things that were different, but considering there was like 8 games between game 3 and 4... There is a garden here. Yes, the studio that made this finished Game 3 and made Infamous. This is what they were doing before they made Infamous. So there was that, there's... At the end of Game 3, Bentley, being Bentley, decides he is going to make a time machine. Because what else is Bentley going to do? I may just pause and bring up... Immediately after what happened? I don't know. They had been trying all sorts of stuff. Like, they went from... I believe their name was Rocket... The name Rocket Robot on Wheels was their Nintendo 64 game. And then they made the Sly trilogy. And then they made Infamous. I just brought up the bottleneck. So, yeah. Did I get the bottles over here already? I'm not sure. So there was made by a different company as Problem 1. And they did kind of screw up at least some of the characters' characterizations, okay? There's no denying that. With especially large criticism for Carmelita. And a character who isn't even introduced until Game 3. I did not get this one yet. Okay. Yeah, so there's that. So they screwed up some things, but also okay, that's that one. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I personally could forgive. The controls are a little bit more slippery than they were in the previous games. You're a lot more likely to accidentally grab onto or land something other than what you were aiming for. Fine, fine. Annoying, but livable. Okay, I've got to get up. The thing they did that I personally find... Game 4 ends on a cliffhanger. Like, this is going to be mild spoilers, but it is the sort of thing that I would appreciate knowing going in. Game 4 ends... The entire idea of the Game 4 is you are going through time. It is a time travel game. Bentley succeeded in making his time machine because he's Bentley. And at the end of the game, one character gets lost in time. Specifically, Sly manages to get stuck in time. He could probably be rescued, except the others don't know when he is. The secret ending shows him in... Well, there are some very, very new-looking pyramids and a very new-looking sphinx around, so... So we do have a decent idea of where he actually is. But he has been stuck in ancient Egypt since 2013. I hear it. Okay, that's probably that one. reasonably sure I got those, but I should check them out anyway, because I'm looking at the guide, and if I'm going to cheat, I'm going to cheat with full. Farts. So yeah, that's the summary of it. I'm... like, my own opinion is... it could be saved if there was a 5th game released. You could take a lot of the failures in characterization and turn them into a larger plot that spanned over 2 games and make it just freaking amazing, epic, wonderful. But that's only if a 5th game gets released, and I would rather believe that the game series ends with Game 3, which had a very satisfying ending with potential for more ridiculousness, rather than have everything screwed over at the end of Game 4. Okay. Biscuits. I hate that spot. I'm missing one. Let's just stay over here. Let's see. I am currently... yeah, there would be a bottle here. If there was one on this roof, I would hear it. Definitely got the one over there. No, I got the one over here. Not where I meant to land, but okay. One bottle. Come on, I need one bottle. I got both by Jean Bison's house. Do not step on the bear traps. That is just generally a bad idea. I heard it. But where? Or am I imagining things? I heard it. I know I heard it. There! This rooftop. You go away now. Dang, that's gonna be a hard rooftop. Oh, hi, bear. Okay, let's turn the music on now. Whee! You're literal meat circus and psychonauts. I can see that. Alright, this is the spot with the safe, and this is also the spot with the glitch. I'll explain what the glitch is when I get to it, but short version, it's annoying.
Sly, I've detected what appears to be an ancient guide to log chopping that might be useful for the lumberjack games. Unfortunately, it's frozen deep in an ice wall.
How are we supposed to get to it? Wait for more global warming?
That industrial laser is used to cut through petrified logs. If it could be bounced out that window, with your help, I should be able to harness its energy to melt the ice wall and free the book.
How do I redirect that thing?
There should be a switch on the other side of this wall. Throw it and then head outside.
Okay, so the basic idea is there is a point in this... Once you get to the safe, your only options for getting out of this are to select leave level or keep going. And continue going all the way around this. If you keep going, the game will start acting as though it's your first time in the area, complete with triggering one of those voiceovers that only actually happens when you're doing stuff. When that happens, you see how there's a job list. There's a job list in all of them, I just haven't brought it up. Laser redirection is the last on the list. If you get that error, then everything you finished after laser redirection will become undone. As though you never did it. So basically, if you go in here to get the safe after the fact, you either have to... That was... I lived? Okay. You either have to choose to exit the area manually or replay a bunch of crud. I mean, technically, I guess you could use that bouncy thing, which I literally noticed for the first time just now. But who wants to do that? Alright, let's wait for this guy. And there's the safe.
If I did my math right, and I always do my math right, then the combination has got to be 583.
Lightning spin, very nice. I will never use it.
That's a nice one.
So yeah, up here it will trigger a dialogue thing, and even this is the only time where one more step dialogue will start, and if you go this way us after getting the safe, even if you've already completed the area, the dialogue will be triggered anyway.
Attention all you fellas working the sawmill. Make sure you keep a steady watch. A prowler's been spotted. We can't none afford to have anything happen to our log cutting equipment, particularly that laser-type saw blade. We're gonna need it once we get to them old oaks up near Lookout Mountain. But hey, you know, you should still enjoy yourselves, eh? I mean, how many people get to cut down forests for a living? Ha ha! You all are lucky. Don't ever forget that.
I mean, if it were the 1800s, Jean Bison would actually be a good guy.
You've done it! The laser's been redirected out the window.
It's just a shame that he ended up getting, shoved a very long time into the future.
Now, to get that laser pointed at the ice wall, you'll need to alter its direction with the crystals I put in your pouch.
I see. I just walk to where the laser stops, place a crystal, and it'll bounce the beam to a new position. That log chopping book is as good as ours.
Yep. Reason why this is so good for bottle collecting is you go all over the place. Also, they don't put a waypoint on where the laser is and where you have to place the next thing. They're just relying you to see the plume of smoke. So if you get lost, you can do a lot of random wandering. Speaking from experience. Go away. Oh. I am feeding the bear. He knows I am here. And yes, touching the laser does hurt. Growing up, I played this game I don't even know how many times, which involved a lot of self-imposed challenges, and partially because, it's very easy to ping waypoints for where you're supposed to go next. You just press a single button for guide, and my first challenges were not to check for waypoints and just learn my way around the map blind, at least in part because of this sort of stuff. I'm no longer as good at it as I used to be, because it has been a very long time since I played this. But most of these areas I can still find my way around without too many problems. Guard sees bear. Guard turns around very quickly. Guards have some sense. Excuse me. How did he even get shoved into the future? The way the game explained it was that he was an avid prospector. His goal was to tame the Wild North, and he went in like he was trying to find gold. And there was an avalanche, and he wound up buried alive and frozen so fast that it came alive. And 200 years later, thanks to global warming, he thawed out. That is the actual canon explanation. Suede, I love you. Please stop scratching my chair. So he dreams of taming the Wild North and damming up rivers. Hey, Sweetie. And chopping down trees and... And almost every time he goes over the intercom, part of what he will say will include complimenting his men or telling how lucky they all are. Seriously? I fell off a cliff midway... Oh, I'm sorry. Fell off a cliff midway through taking him out, so it didn't count. Dang it. So honestly, if he were a guy in the 1800s doing this and he were in charge of all this stuff, he would be a really nice guy to have for a boss, okay? He would treat his workers well. All the stuff you'd want. There are no guards in sight, but it's telling me I need to move quietly because there's someone in that outhouse. And if I stay here and listen... Let's turn the music all the way up. Yeah, okay. That's the sort of attention to detail you want in a kid's game. Son of a... Ooh, you got a shiny. There it is. Okay. There's the log chopping guide we need, and that is a woolly mammoth.
Stand clear, Sly. Something else is coming out of the deep freeze. I've never seen such a majestic creature. So full of life, so ready to live. So much for that. He's back in the deep freeze.
Cheer up, pal. We got the log chopping guide.
And the mammoth just went right back into the water. Because mammoth. Alright, back to the safe house. Let's grab Murray. for one of my favorite jobs. I would like to point out that the outhouse is destroyed because it was occupied and the guard came out. I love that detail every time it happens. Murray! What abilities do I even have for Murray? Ooh, jump to heroic heights. That is pretty good. Of course, I keep getting stuck on edges.
Rumor has it that several off-duty guards meet in that cabin for an RC combat club.
This is going to be great. I haven't been in any RC combat since that job we pulled in Istanbul. It was awesome.
What job was that? I do love how they constantly reference jobs that they pull when the players are controlling them. Is that Floris? Hi, Floris.
Those guards will never let you into the combat club without a disguise. That old moosehead should do the trick. Only there's no way for you to get up there.
Wonderful.
Hide out in this barrel while I send in Sly to steal the head.
Okay, all of the guards are moose. And for a disguise, we are just going to wear a random moose head that is sitting around.
Sly, if you get the stuffed moose head without being detected, Murray should be able to join the RC Combat Club without raising any suspicion.
Floris, you are a wonderful menace. Hi, Murray. He kind of looks adorable when he squeezes into a barrel. I love this job. I have filled this job on purpose before. Also, you can come back in here at any time you want in the future and just... well... if you get caught or if you get into a fight or anything, you instant fail. But, all the guards in the opening area are just standing with their backs to you. Waiting for you to take their belongings. Oh yes, you are very, very secure. Watching those with all those breakable objects that will alert you if I touch them. Good job, you are very alert. Shiny! I would just like to tell you how very safe this is. Okay, this is incredibly safe. Nothing could possibly go wrong with this. Lullaby, little guardie. below me is the starting area. Yeah. I mean, there are all sorts of ways to get caught, but they're basically handing you money. Here's the moose head.
Murray, heads up.
Why doesn't that count? And here's the entire disguise.
Hey, fellas, any of you guys think you can beat the moose? Maybe put a bet on it.
Oh, I'm in, eh? I ain't got a lot of money for this wager, but there's no way I'd lose to a new guy like you, huh?
That RC combat drone takes some skill to control.
Being a
Use
menace
the
is
left
fun.
analog stick and hold down the X button for gas. After you collect the fallen ammo, press the square button to fire its turret. Here's a pro tip. You can only aim the turret while you're stopped.
And you can tell which one is mine because even though I'm playing as Murray, it's got a... aiming in the approximately the right direction. Murray can handle the distance. Murray can figure out how to handle distance. Yay!
You won, eh? But I ain't got no money.
That might be
Ooh,
okay.
milk and cookies. That sounds
It all
yummy.
depends.
Depends on
Except
what.
I kind of made myself
On whether
ill
or
by
not
having too much
you
dairy
know the
earlier, so
location of
probably
the
not.
Northern Light Battery.
Oh, well, I guess I owe ya.
Or if not ill, at least majorly sleepy.
After reading through the log chopping guide, it's become painfully clear that to win in the lumberjack games, we'll have to cheat. Now I've constructed a plan that hinges around us acquiring an eagle's egg, which is more difficult than you'd think. First, Murray needs to lure a bear into taking out the local oil mains. Once destroyed, the pressurized oil should ignite and create updrafts, which Sly will then use to paraglide over to the eagle's nest, grab an egg, and then head back to the safe house. Thanks to Murray's undercover work in the RC Combat Club, we've learned that the Northern Light Battery is hidden in a silo nearby. The battery needs some serious modification if we're going to hide inside it to sneak onto Arpeggio's blimp. First, we'll short the battery with grapple lines on local boats. Then, we'll all break into the lighthouse and sever the power flow to the battery. That way it won't recharge. Given my electrical engineering background, this plan has a 97% chance of success. Pretty good, huh?
97% chance. And that remaining 3%. That remaining 3% chance. Alright, Bentley, I think... yeah, lighthouse break-in, old grizzle face, and boat hacking. Boat hacking it is. What abilities have I got for Bentley? I know I've got the run. Do not get seen by bear. Or anything else, but you know, bear seems most important not to get seen by. That was not my smartest move.
If we can trust Murray's informant, that's the silo with the battery hidden inside. To prepare it for travel, we'll have to drain off its northern light energy. By attaching a boat's grappling hook to the top of the silo, we should be able to deplete power from the battery. Murray's in position to help throw you out onto the boat. Once on board, I'll hack into its steering controls and move the vessel close enough to fire its grappling hook. Okay, I'll climb on top of the silo and attach the hooks. How many grappling lines will it take to drain the battery? 3 should suffice. Once the first line's attached, Murray and I will commandeer another boat. You should stay in position. Finally, I get the easy gig.
Can't really blame Sly for that.
I'm all set to throw you to that boat. These days, my aim is impeccable.
Now to hack the steering controls.
Hacking, my love. Oh, this is this one. The bomb-laying drones. Farts. Okay, just watch where you're moving. Son of a muffin, don't let them run into you, don't run into them.
Nice work hacking the autopilot. That boat's heading into position. I'm already on top of the silo. Shoot the grappling hook up to me, and I'll make sure it gets attached to the battery.
Okay. Well, I'll shoot it up to you as soon as the boat stops moving, Sly. And go.
The hook's in place.
First
You
shot.
guys should head out for another boat before anyone picks up on what we're doing.
See, I can sneak. Murray, on the other hand, Murray cannot sneak. Whee! Alright, round 2, electric boogaloo. Oh, bad start. Farts. Toasted banana ball muffins with jam and bagels. farts. Not much to go. Just be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. Oh, should I? Do I need to turn on the music? I'm sorry. I didn't realize I had anything that super loud.
The second hook's in place. One more grapple line to go, and this thing will be on him.
Oh, fair enough.
I was wondering what happened to that guy. Guess he just prefers to be frozen.
Alright, I'm going to turn down the volume a bit because there is another hacking section here. That should keep it from being... But yeah, when you're hacking, the music turns very loud and 8-bit and son of a muffin. Ah! Focus. Focus. No! That was not focus. That was not focus. Back! Back, you monsters. Breathe. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. That's less fine. Okay. 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 Volume back up. And we watch how well Bentley interacts with a moving boat. Whee! He slides. And grapple line number 3. Way too low, it looks like.
That did it. With the battery chamber empty, we'll be all set to move in.
Arpeggio doesn't actually need this one. It's a backup battery. Whatever he's doing with it. Best spot to hit a duck. Although it's equally possible I'm just evil. I will never rule that out completely. Freaking beagles. Alright, time for a Murray job. That's not Murray.
If we're gonna get an eagle egg, you'll first have to destroy all the local oil mains.
It looks pretty sturdy. The Murray is strong, but his fists can't punch through metal.
No problem. See that old bear down there? His name is Grizzleface. The guards ignore him because he's blind and practically nerve dead, except for his sense of smell. If that old guy smells fish, there's no stopping him. Use Grizzleface to take out the oil mains.
But I don't smell like fish. Do I? How can I lure him around?
Bentley's taken up a post along the river. He'll keep tossing bombs into the water, and the fish should get blown sky high. Plenty should land near your position.
I love this
So
logic.
you want me to throw a fish at the oil mains so that old Grizzleface will knock him apart?
That's the idea. You might even try throwing fish at the guards. Might improve their odor.
Bentley is throwing bombs into the river. And the whole thing is we are throwing the fish he explodes at oil mains.
Nice work. Trot old Grizzleface over to the next oil main by luring him with fish.
Here, bear. Don't make me sick a bear on you guys. I totally will. fish. Can't really blame the guards for running for their lives when this happens. Any fish that you don't pick up fast enough will implode in fish smells pretty quickly.
Bear's coming. That bear can run pretty fast. He's on the way.
Solid work, Murray. Now that the oil lines are exposed, Sly's all set up for a paragliding job off the lighthouse.
Ooh. Alright, 2 Sly jobs remain, and they're basically on top of each other. Let's get Sly out here. Oh crud, I should have run a minute of ads a little bit ago. 1 minute of ads while I get to the next job, peeps. Hang in there. Whee! Go away. If you think anyone is coming up here to help you, you are sorely mistaken. Itchy eye, itchy eye. Yep, lighthouse break-in is the one I want first. Which I've got to wait for like 3 seconds to get into. Oh, good job, me. Alright, let's do this thing.
That lighthouse is the conduit for collecting the northern lights. We need to shut it down, or the silo battery will continue to fill with energy, making it impossible for us to stow away inside.
Especially
So
since we
you
just
want me to
took
go
care
in
of
there
that.
and bust the thing up? Sounds like work for Murray.
Actually, this job will require all 3 of our skills. The front door is locked, and you're the only one capable of climbing up to the hatch on top. Once inside, sneak down to the ground floor and let us in. We'll help you finish the job.
All right, see you on the ground floor.
Whee! And up we go. Got a little lucky there. And up.
Nice climbing,
Yep, and I'm getting greedy. Ooh, topaz. And now to get down to the ground floor. It's probably possible to just jump and take some damage into it, but that would not be nearly as
Hey
fun.
there, all you boys working the lighthouse. The lumberjack games are coming, so make sure to practice up on your log chopping, ice wall climbing, and log rolling. This is a great event to honor those pioneer lumberjacks who paved the way. Without them, we wouldn't have the wholesale clear-cut techniques we enjoy today. Like Lynn, keep your axes sharp.
He's like, okay, we are doing these wonderful fun games, all of you should practice it because we're celebrating our history. He's just so enthusiastic and nice about it. As he discusses clear cutting. And environmental that was a stupid move on my part. I should not have tried to make that. Camera, thank you. And here's the door. And here's what's locking the door. Easy enough.
Thanks, pal. Just let me at that Northern Light attractor. It'll be slag in minutes.
Not quite that simple, Murray. I'll reverse the energy flow from the control computer while you lift the main circuit breaker. That should give Sly a short window of opportunity to climb up the power lines and overload the system from the top.
Up, down, up, down. They should put an elevator in this place.
That would be useful. Please don't. The window is actually reasonably, like... It's not super short. But it is reasonable to say that you cannot...
Get climbing, Sly. We can't keep this thing reversed forever.
Yeah, this is heavier than it looks.
You cannot just screw over it.
Mechanism is overloading.
Yeah, if you screw up and fall down too many times or take your time too much, then you will fail. And if you get hit by those red glowy things, then you do get hurt. Let's just go. And the last job of the lot is at the very top of this. It's going to be a minor bit of annoyance. When I say very top, I mean... Oh, wait.
In order to overcome Jean Bisson in the Lumberjack games, we'll need to enlist the help of the giant Canadian eagles. Their nest is out on that iceberg. Steal one of the eggs, and then bring it safely back to the safe house. We'll use it to direct the eagle's protective instincts against Bisson.
Sure, sounds easy enough. Except for the part where I have to swim a half a mile through freezing water.
Why swim when you can paraglide? With the oil mains all destroyed, the pent-up combustible materials have just caught fire.
I
Really?
see. The updraft created by the flames should give me some extra altitude.
Just make sure to stay out of the fire. Get too close and old Grizzleface will be eating barbecued raccoon for dinner.
That's a charming image, Bentley.
So yeah. We destroyed oil mains and they all caught fire, and we are using burning oil to get enough height to paraglide a half mile over freezing water to steal an eagle egg, which we will use to screw someone over. Also, I destroyed only 4 oil mains, but it looks like there's 6 fires. I have never been able to make that work. Six fires, 5 fires. More than 4, I know that much. Adjusting your course uses altitude up, so...
Watch out for those eagles, they don't look friendly.
Farts. That is the part that always annoys me. You have to make it without landing in the water, but you can't get hit by an eagle, and you... It's a pain in the rump. Two. Now we move on to 3. Here we are in 3. Time for number 4. Yeah, pushing forwards means you move a little bit faster but lose altitude quicker. Doing nothing is like this, pulling back, as you can see. Here are the eagles, just protecting their nest.
Watch out for those eagles, they don't look friendly.
Nice eagles. Good eagles. Please don't hurt me. From above! Fumafa, indeed. Bum, bum. Excuse me. Okay, we can do this, Sly. You and me. And some annoying eagles. Or versus some annoying eagles. We've got this.
Watch out for those eagles, they don't look friendly.
See, we got this. Absolutely. Canadian Eagle Egg. Woo!
Excellent job. If you could get that Eagle Egg back to the safe house, we'll be all set for the Lumberjack games.
Let's wait for him to go by. I don't like waiting. And here we go.
Great work, Sly.
The Lumberjack Games are upon us. Now, despite Murray's study of the log chopping guide, none of us are skilled enough to beat Jean Bassan at his own game. So, though it pains me to say it, we'll have to cheat. Murray, you'll participate in the power log chopping competition. Get us a good score, and then let Bassan up for his turn. While he's chopping, I'll sneak the Eagle Egg into his trousers, and the protective parents should disturb his axe swings.
I love that sentence.
Sly, given your ascension skills, I've signed you up for the ice wall climb. We'll keep Bassan from beating your score by pulling him off the wall with some nearby grappling lines. And finally, I'll represent our team in the log rolling competition. With my knowledge of rotational mechanics, we're sure to get a stupendous score. Sly will be in charge of greasing Bassan's logs, so he has no chance of beating it. If you guys are ready, I say we head out and show these meathead lumberjacks what we're made of.
Thank you for the follow, Brazen Degree. Good to see you. What have I got to sell, besides everything? Lots of stuff. No small necklace, though. Alright, let's get this underway. Time to win some lumberjack games.
Okay, guys, let's head down there and win those talons from Jean Bassan. Sly, try to keep a low profile when we get close. We don't want him to recognize you.
Can I just go anywhere and have them follow me? I've never actually tried before. I could. This is kind of entertaining. But not that entertaining. Alright, Jean Bassan.
Excuse me, sir. We humble lumberjacks would like to participate in your lumberjack games.
Your Canadian accent
Got
needs
what
work.
it takes to win the Clockwork Talons, eh? Well, I'm sure enough gonna let you play, so long as you pay the entry fee.
Much obliged, partner. We'll, just take our positions for the competition.
Bentley, did you pay the
Enjoy
entry
moment
fee?
While you think you still got a chance. It's as close to winning as you'll ever get. This year's
You never actually gave money over.
chopping contest. Not like anyone's ever gonna beat my record, but let 'em try. Not bad, Hippo. But watch and learn as I destroy that log without even breaking a sweat.
Okay, Bentley, you're on. Plant the eagle egg on Basan, and the angry eagle parent should swoop in and throw off his axe timing.
Well, so much for that. How many yolks were in that egg? Also, why are they still scattered on the ground? Yeah, you can't jump during this mess. Patience. Patience. Patience and raccoons. Hi, Peach. Okay. Running out of time. Patience. Patience. You have enough time. You have enough time. You have enough time. Breathe. Be patient. At least pretend to be patient. You can't hurry this up anyway. Go, 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 go. And no one noticed Bentley right there.
What? I think you better rethink them scores, boys. What you intended to give me was perfect tens, right? So your pink friend knows how to handle an axe. Let's see how you handle a vertical wall of ice.
With absolutely... What the? Sly, seriously, why did you not grab? Patience. Patience.
That's about what I expect.
Son of a muffin, I have no patience. I need patience. I need patience. I don't know what patience even is, but I need it.
Pretty good for a scrawny raccoon. Now, watch and learn as I demonstrate the art of power climbing.
Watch and learn as inside those outhouses we reveal giant grappling lines, which we are going to use to pull you off a mountain without anyone noticing. Did I ever say I was good at aiming this thing? Well, failure. Yep.
Now that's how it's done.
Screw you, Jean Bisson. Too high. Come on. Aim. Aim like someone who knows how to aim.
That's one of the best times I've ever had.
Pretend you know how to aim, Aka. Pretend. There we go. Pretending successful. And no one notices the grapple lines.
It seems you have pulled the wrong cards again. Did I ever tell any of you the story about the judge from last year's competition who mistakenly gave me a score other than 10?
Some competition.
I see we're tied with only one event to go. Unfortunately for you, I've saved my best event for the last, the spinning log competition.
Okay, looks easy enough. I just need to stay out of the water.
This doesn't seem safe. Son of a muffin.
You disgrace my competition with that performance.
Oh, screw you, Jean. No!
You disgrace my competition with that performance.
Oh, screw you, Jean. Disgrace. 2 7s and an 8 is not a disgraceful score, Mr. Bisson. Okay, that is at least average, if not above average. That is a darn good job I did. Mr. Perfectionist who intimidates the frickin' judges. I mean, you are a very good boss in many respects. I will not argue that. You compliment your workers, you seem to treat them fairly. You are truly enthusiastic about your job, and you put your money where your mouth is. You actually do a crud. That is more than every boss can say, and a lot better than half of the nincompoops out there.
You're one lucky turtle. I'll give you that. But now,
you
watch how
are
a
freaking annoying.
log roller does it.
This is crazy. John Bisson's got those judges so intimidated, there's no way he can lose.
You're right, Murray. Those guys need to go. Okay, I'm just making this up on the fly, but what if I were to lure the judges one by one into that cave? Once inside, you two will knock them out and take their clothes.
We don't need to do it to all three.
When
As long
all
as we
three
replace
judges
one
have
judge,
been
we can do it.
restrained, we'll be able to don our disguises and take their place at the judges' table. Sly, you can use the alarm clock gadget to distract the judges and lure them into the cave.
That's a great plan, Sly, but you'll have to move fast. Once John Bisson finishes the log rolling event, the gig is up.
Yep. Let's do this. Got it to L1, okay. What? There was a noise. I forget what that noise means. Whatever that noise was. Oh, hey! Thank you for the raid! Thank you very much for the raid. Oh, son of a muffin, no! That's right, into the cave, into the cave. Okay, you beat the game. I've beaten them. Bentley actually looks a lot like a duck. I've beaten the games before too. They're just so much fun. Keep going. Okay. Murray does not look like a duck. Okay, I failed. Yep.
Was there ever any question of my supremacy?
I've never been good at the lumberjack games. I would not make a good lumberjack. My ancestors were fishermen, dang it. I've never actually been real life fishing. I suspect that I would be I would be way too squeamish to be good at it, because I can't even eat anything with a head because if it's looking at me, it's But most of my dad's side of the family are fishermen and lobstermen in Canada. Not lumberjacks. Seriously, dude? See, if you decided to replace one guard, Bentley could pass.
What? I thought I warned you judges about the consequences for incorrect scores. Wait a second. You aren't the judges I hired. It's the scrawny raccoon and his annoying friends. Well, if you want the challenge, then why don't you just take them?
Ow. Ow. Ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. That must have hurt.
Oh, my aching head. Those talons really pack a punch. Sly! Murray! Wake up!
Yeah, I'm awake, but not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
Where are we? What's going on?
This looks like the sawmill control room. Bisson must have thrown us in here for interrogation later. I, for one, would like to escape before he returns.
It looks like we're pretty well sealed in here. Unless
Unless what?
you can fit through that hole.
I think I could squeeze through there. I'll drop down and try to free you guys from the outside. If there's any trouble, I'll call with this walkie-talkie.
Why a walkie-talkie? We have binoculars.
While you guys do that, I'll try prying open that steel door. Given enough time, I might be able to make some progress.
Sounds like a plan. Good luck, Bentley. And remember to shout if I can help you from up here.
And now for the best boss fight ever.
Bentley, you okay? I can't see you from in here, but I heard the fall.
I'll be fine. Just give me a moment to catch my breath.
Well now, Candy Britches. I should have figured a puny turtle like you'd find a rat hole to squirm through.
Well, I just dropped my glasses, had to come pick 'em up.
I ain't like you, boy. I ain't stupid. When y'all were unconscious, me and my boys paid a visit to your hideout and found all them clockwork parts. Lucky thing, too. Arpeggio is willing to plunk down a king's ransom for the whole lot. I even threw in the talons.
You sold all the clockwork parts? Arpeggio has them all?
I wouldn't expect one of your kind to understand the finer points of commerce. You turtles are too stupid to know a woodcutter from a woodchuck.
That's it. Time I showed you just how stupid we turtles really are. Sly, on my command.
I hear you.
Prepare yourself, Bisson. En garde.
Let's do
Okay,
this.
Walnut. Get ready for a smushing.
Call out which lever I should pull.
Flame saws logs.
Laura!
How's that?
Flames! Flames!
Kabam!
Logs!
On it.
Flames!
10-4.
Flames! Sauce?
Come on in here, boys. Let's get this varmint.
Let it go!
All right.
Fire!
Uh-huh.
Sauce?
Done.
Flame 'em! Logs!
There you go.
Sauce! Sauce!
That was almost bad.
Logs!
Yep.
Cook 'em!
Oh,
Eat dynamite, turtle.
Sizzling gizzle!
done.
Log
There you go.
Blades!
All right.
Sauce! Sauce!
Uh-huh.
Let it go!
Come out, boys. Let's get to killing.
This boss fight is so ridiculous because it is literally just remembering which button does what.
Away! Blades!
10-4.
Blades! Blades!
And
On it.
running for your life.
Blades! Blades! Blades!
Okay.
Saw blades!
I think the first time I did this I couldn't remember all three buttons, so I just used one.
Tarnation! I've been done in by some four-eyed turtle. Times have changed.
Once again, brains triumph over brawn.
And Murray manages to pry
Good
open
job,
that door.
little buddy. That was some fast thinking.
Don't forget about me.
You did a great job opening that door, Murray.
Thanks.
Attention, John Bisson. Arpeggio's carrier blimp will arrive to pick up the Northern Light battery in exactly 1 minute.
Okay, enough patting ourselves on the back. If we're going to get the clockwork parts back, we need to get onto that blimp.
The silo battery isn't far. If we run, we can make it.
Enough talk, let's move.
It's actually a lot easier to do this now that I know my way around the level. My first time I honestly missed it my first time like 3 or 4 times because I didn't know my way around the level,
Shake a
so I got
leg.
screwed
That
over
blimp's
in
on
the
its way.
river. Because the most direct path would take you directly over the river with a jumping issue. Or the most direct path as it looks like if you just try and go a straight line. It's really not that far if you know where the bridges are. Sly climbs a tree. Murray insists on throwing Bentley up there. And we all made it. Let's turn the sound up for cutscene time.
As we shut ourselves into the Northern Light Battery, it became black. For a few long minutes, we just sat there in darkness. No one dared to talk for fear that Jean Bisson's men might discover where we were hiding. Time seemed to have stopped. And then, we felt it. We were being lifted up to Arpeggio's blimp. It was all so strange. The focus of all our schemes had been stolen from us. Our clockwork parts were gone. Looking around the inside of the battery, I knew we all felt it. Failure. I was twitchy and ready for action. Any action. Bentley tried to make some sense of the situation by drawing up meaningless plans. But Murray took it the worst. He just sat there sobbing while the team van floated away over the horizon. That van was his life. I knew I'd have to find a way to make it up to him.
It's 8:54 p.m. In about 6 minutes, I'm going to have to stop and take my inhaler. So I'm probably going to watch the opening cutscene for episode 8 and then run those 2 minutes of ads a little early and take my inhaler now, so it doesn't interrupt things later. But let's watch this first. Anatomy for Disaster.
There we were, heading east across the Atlantic Ocean, stowaways on a giant airborne fortress. Though time was short, we made sure to study up on our unknowing host, Arpeggio. While attending a prestigious boarding school, the young Arpeggio excelled in all subjects, but he never managed to keep up with the other boys physically. Sadly, his wings, due to their small size, were useless for flight. Furious at his feeble body, he focused his powerful mind to search for a cure in the works of the Italian Renaissance masters. Their notebooks provided the springboard for this sinister young genius, and it wasn't long before the Claw Gang took him on as chief inventor. His talents must have been at work repurposing all the clockwork parts for their criminal schemes, and now this mastermind is in possession of all the parts. It's only a matter of time before he puts them back together, and when that happens, well, I'm not going to let that happen.
Sly Cooper and the gang in Anatomy for Disaster. All right. What have you got for us, Bentley? What can we buy? Temporal lock, temporarily freeze time for the guards. Raging Inferno flop. Feral pounce, awesome. So for people who are new here, I have to take my inhaler. And the inhaler alarm, because I have a tendency to forget it in the evenings because I get too caught up playing video games or watching Twitch or YouTube videos or whatever else I'm doing, writing, reading, eating Halloween candy, whatever. That alarm goes off at 9 p.m., which is in 4 minutes. And the usual thing is I run 2 minutes of ads because that's approximately how long it takes for me to get up, go over, take my inhaler, rinse out my mouth the way you're supposed to, come on back. So rather than interrupt things, let's just run those 2 minute of ads now, and I will see you after that. Even if I get back early, I've got to go a little ways before I can actually start story stuff. So see you all in 2 minutes. Let's get to this. You can actually hear the guard moving around outside the safe house. Let's lower the volume back a little bit. I can't remember exactly where the safe is in this area, I admit it. I know it's in one of the thingies, which is very specific to people who haven't played this before, but... Right, I have to actually shut off the alarm. You be quiet. You also be quiet. Got a new phone recently, still transferring over all of my alarms, and good job, me. And more importantly, all the phone numbers. Have to be rather careful handling the old phone. I honestly think that the big guards and the little guards are the exact same creature. Run, 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 run. It's just that the big flashlight guards they're walking on stilts, I think. This whole area looks very safe. What's in your pocket? More gold. Yeah, very safe place. This one is one of the ones that I've memorized because it is so hard to get to. Freaking heck muffins. Ow. Wait, this is a solid thing. Ow. I'm probably gonna die. And I am mostly okay with that. No health. No health. Made it. Where am I supposed to? Over there. So it's probably better for exploration purposes to go back to the ground level. If I can do so safely. Ooh, you've got a shiny. I want your shiny. Large diamond. Just in his pocket. That was stupid of me. And I can recognize when things are stupid of me. Oh, go the other way. That's right, you can't get up here. Okay, what saw me? And yes, I do actually mean what saw me, not who. Oh. Alright, that's all the way around. Screw you, because I don't like you. Give me the contents of your pocket. If it's a diamond, I'll let you live. It was not a diamond. Those barrels can be set off if you do your stealth kill too long. And they themselves will blow up and really hurt you and attract attention. Really not advisable. Oh, good job. I hate how much those things sound like bobble noises. If it's a diamond, you may live. I know I should probably mute the music. At the same time, it's just so good here. Besides, it doesn't help with this thing. Okay, what? Screw you all. One of the eggs hatched. I so don't like it when the eggs hatch. Those things are just creepy. Okay, well that is... I'm 90% sure that's everything on the bottom level. One I want is way over there, so let's cross the spinning annoyance now. I didn't even touch you. Oh boy. Whee! Further up. Gotta be further. Son of a... Annoying crocodile. go. Not going to actually do that job yet, because... Didn't grab it, dang it. Oh well. I haven't actually gone around that center circle area. Farts. At some point I need to buy smoke bomb. I would have preferred health, but you know, that's good too. Only really good thing about this area when it comes to bottle hunting is it's really easy to be systematic. Because the whole area is sectioned off beautifully. So I can tell you I already went around all of those things. I was over there. I haven't been over here. $28 out of 30. Out of 30. Oh no. $29 out of 30, and I think I've explored everywhere. Great. Not where I wanted to go. No, it won't let me grab hold, dang it. in any case, I don't want to keep bottle hunting at the moment. So let's just turn the music back on for a minute. Or 3. And actually do something to progress the story. Parts! Or, you know, fail utterly and immediately turn it back off, just in case I do wander across a bottle as I go through again. If there was a place I didn't search thoroughly, it would probably be near the start. Or I could just jump off a cliff right now and save myself the trouble. Oh well. Let's take our grievously injured self and go do stuff. There's still plenty of time. I am very early in the level and I'm going to be wandering around it a whole lot as I do this thing, so... Not going to resort to a video yet. The best mission for bottle hunting in this area is the next to last one. Not where I wanted to go, Sly.
Have picked up large magnetic fields radiating from inside that blimp. If Arpeggio's already started reassembling clockwork, that's where you'll find it.
Sounds good. I'm on my way.
Don't waste any time here, Sly. Get to the blimp and take some recon photos. To build a plan, we need to know how close they are to reviving clockwork.
Relax, Bentley. I've got it under control.
Famous last words. If I'm lucky, the last bottle will either be up here or over on the blimp. I can never remember if there's a bottle on the blimp. I always feel like there should be. Especially because they have this area over here for no apparent reason. Sneaky times. Let's go.
I had no idea they could reassemble clockwork so fast!
Calm down, Bentley. He might be in one piece, but he doesn't appear to be, you know, alive. let's stick to the format here. How about some recon photos?
You're right. We need to be informed to create a plan of action. Try to get a shot of Clockwork's head, a mech egg, and one of those spinning magnetic inducers. They seem important to the procedure, but stay away from the guards. If you get detected, we won't have time for a second chance.
Got it. Wait for it.
These magnetic inducers seem to be holding the Clockwork parts together.
Come on, dude. Why didn't you grab the thing, Sly? I pressed the circle button. You should have grabbed it. That was all Sly's fault.
These magnetic inducers seem to be holding the Clockwork parts together.
That was close. Right, you've got to get stupidly close. Great, guess I gotta wait for it.
I'm sensing radioactivity from inside those mech eggs. I wouldn't get too close.
Great, radioactive mech eggs. Okay, be fast.
Clockwork appears completely inanimate. We still might have a chance.
Might.
Sly, I'm detecting voices from the front of the blimp. I think it's Arpeggio.
Time for nitpick of thing I find annoying number 17.
Neela? Neela's here too!
You can get a very clear picture through this little side area, but it won't let you. Screw you, Neela. It doesn't count unless you do it through the frosted glass door.
There he is, the mastermind behind this blimp and the source of all our problems.
Arpeggio. And Constable Neela.
I can't believe it! She must have been working with Arpeggio all along!
Triple crosser.
I don't need to study those photos to see the writing on the wall. Clearly, Neela and Arpeggio have conspired together to rebuild Clockwork. And
Yep.
it looks like they're dangerously close to realizing their goal.
Look, Bentley, I know it's not your style, but I need a quick plan of attack. Try to think of a way, any way, to stop Clockwork from getting reassembled.
Well, those magnetic inducers seem to be holding the parts together. If you reverse their polarity, it should pull Clockwork apart. Unfortunately, the inducer speed control station is locked down tight. Pickpocket keys for the 4 patrolling guards to get at it. Then you'll need to manually reverse the polarity of each inducer deck at the top of their rotation.
Consider it done.
Okay. So this is part that of the reason why I absolutely hate what they did to Neela. Won't go into it a huge amount yet, because... One. Two. Three. Four.
Now get to the speed control station to slow down the spinning inducer. Now that the inducer decks are spinning slower, get up there and reverse the polarity of each deck.
Where's the thing? Right, I need to... Patience. 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 Wait. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Something I feel like I should say now, and potentially jinx myself, but you know that's how it works. This is a mission I have never actually failed. I have never... okay, clearly that's not entirely true since I fell off earlier. I have never been caught by the guards at any point during it, and I have never actually taken out the guards. I have no idea if that would trigger an auto failure. This just feels like a mission where you cannot get caught and you cannot deal with the guards.
What's all this then? The magnets have been reversed. But... by Jove! It seems to have locked the clockwork parts into place.
Screw you.
Excellent!
Oh no. And Neela's just moseying along behind. Screw them both.
Sly Cooper! Of course this would be your doing.
Ah!
Wall of
Mr.
exposition
Cooper.
ahoy!
No doubt you believed a reversal would pull the old bird apart, eh? But it seems to have had quite the opposite effect. I'm truly grateful. When fully powered up, I'll join myself to its circuits and be born anew!
All this because you can't fly. You're pathetic.
Immortality! Immortality is what I seek. The other Claw Gang members were much too short-sighted. They were satisfied using the clockwork parts to drive their various trivial schemes. But not me. No, I saw them for what they really were. The keys to life eternal.
So, what? You had Neela put me on the scent back in Cairo, and then waited while I stole the parts from the other Claw Gang members, all the while not arousing any suspicion that you were behind it all?
You make it sound easy, Cooper. I had to carry your pathetic
Carry?
gang through that first set of heists. I was overjoyed when Arpeggio let me toss you in jail. I could finally go after the parts myself.
Oh, screw you.
But acquiring
Still
all the
need
parts was
dust.
only half the equation. Think, Cooper. What kept Clockwork alive for thousands of years?
He was fueled by his hatred for my family.
Splendid! That's right. Hatred. Putting his gears and wires together was child's play, compared with accumulating that much hatred.
You can't make people hate.
Oh, my poor naive boy. My meticulous mind has found a way. As your hippopotamus friend will attest, spice consumption makes you both angry and susceptible to hypnosis. The Contessa, hypnotist extraordinaire, devised a way to command people through the use of flashing lights. I've created this blimp to be a massive transmitter of those precise light frequencies.
Screw
The
you.
only problem I faced was finding a suitable source of light waves.
The Northern Lights. You've been collecting Northern Light energy so you could hypnotize everyone beneath the blimp.
Ah, hypnotize those who'd eaten food covered in illegal spice. Thank goodness for Dimitri. Through his nightclub, he got the whole city to consume the spice.
You're going to Paris to unleash a hypnotic light show of hate. That's outlandishly cruel.
Cruel, perhaps, but necessary to give Clockwork his spark of immortality. Ah well, my new body
Yeah, screw
awaits
you.
me. Be a dear, Neela, and keep him covered. Ta-ta!
Stupid Arpeggio. I double-crossed the Cooper gang, Interpol, and Carmelita. What made you think I wouldn't do the same to you?
And screw her.
This is preposterous! You're my protege, not the next candidate for my immortality. I demand you exit the Clockwork frame or
Or be eaten by a giant robot owl.
Behold, Helakla is born!
Yeah, screw her. Screw her. Screw her so much.
As we all know, things are looking grim. Neela has joined herself to the Clockwork frame, and the Union has produced Clockla. She's out and free to terrorize the world. This blimp is still in motion to Paris. I can only assume Arpeggio's autopilot will activate the hate hypnosis light show. If that happens, there will be no stopping Clockla. She'll be immortal. But we still have a chance.
One
In
chance.
her new form, she'll need to draw a lot of energy from this blimp's engines to stay strong. If we can disable the engines, that should be enough to weaken her to a state in which we can attack. Getting at these engines will require all three of us to work together in perfect harmony. We've pulled off some tough jobs in the past, but they were just the warm-up round for what we'll be going through tonight.
Alright. Now that that's done, I'm going to talk about Neela, because they wasted her. Okay, by doing this, they absolutely wasted her. They could have done so many great things if they had not been set on making her the ultimate double, triple, quadruple crosser. Okay, I would live... Like, I have considered writing a fanfic along these lines. But I would live for an alternate universe or thing where Neela was not a double crosser. Where she was quite literally working for Interpol the whole freaking time.
To disable that engine room, you and I are going to have to work together.
Happy to have you along, Bentley. What do you need me to do?
Pickpocket the guard's keys to the engine room. Once you've got the door open, I'll take over.
Okay, you should take your position. It's not gonna take me long to lighten these guys of their keys.
I like to picture these jobs as all occurring simultaneously. Would make perfect sense. But in any case, what they could have done was way back when she got Inspector Fox thrown in jail. If they had made it so that that was something pre-discussed with Inspector Fox, pre-discussed with Carmelita, as a, look, I have my suspicions on the Contessa. She has because she is an Interpol officer, she's never had an unannounced inspection of her facilities, and Neela has noticed something with Spikes. Would you be okay if I made up a reason to throw you in prison for a few months to do an internal investigation once they caught the Cooper gang? Carmelita would have been all over that, and that would have been really nice, and would have given a reason for the whole rest of it to play out up until this point, the exact same way it did, basically. It would mean that instead of you having to save Inspector Fox from the cops, she would be with the cops again, hunting you down with Neela. If Neela's entire shtick with Interpol was that she was a specialist at going undercover, gaining the trust of criminal gangs, somewhat often, and exploiting going undercover, gaining their trust, and bringing them down from the inside. She was the master of sting operations. That would be great, and it would have so much potential in games, in other games. Because, I mean, Sly asks her on a date before he gets caught. I hear it. Oh. Well then. I'll grab that in a second. So clearly, she is very good at getting on people's sides. No. One more. And then you could have her in Game 3 as part of Don Octavio's gang, going undercover to bust him, working with Inspector Fox, working with the miners in the second area. You could have her always just there, and occasionally she will see you and she will interact with you, and you will have to interact with her as though everything is fine, even though it totally is not fine. Not what I want to do. And she knows who you are. It's very obvious, and you know who she is, because she is so undercover she can't blow her cover by trying to get you at that moment. What the? Oh. Different guard spotted me. And that would just be so cool. And so freaking difficult and amazing, and a great use of her character. None of this, I want it to be immortal, I am triple-crossing everybody. Screw it all. After who knows how many years of working in order to get to the position she was at in Interpol. Constable or Captain Neela by the time she's done. The amazing undercover agent who everybody fears because they never know who she is would be freaking amazing, and I would love that. I want that so hard, okay? Like, people who watch this a lot know that I write a lot of fan fiction. I have actually written a Sly 5 fan fiction because I am that big of a geek. Like, what I imagine a great Sly 5 game would be like if we were to have a Sly 5 game. And I am currently in the process of writing a Sly 6 game. I should actually be doing that right now instead of playing game because it's National Novel Writing Month and I committed myself to getting a lot of words on it this month. But it would just be so cool.
Okay, Sly, I'm waiting by the engine room door.
Which engine room door, Bentley? There's 4 freaking engines. Oh, over there. Patience, I do not have it. So yeah, end that. For now. Seriously though, that would just be so freaking cool.
Okay, Bentley, you're on.
It would be, it's...
I'm looking at these, blueprints, and I think you've got to shoot out all the bulbs with your dart gun to get up to the second level. Here's the hard part. Once you shoot a bulb, you'll need to then take out the bulb the electricity is going to. If you miss and break the wrong bulb, there'll be a big power surge and kablam!
Yeah, Sly 4 as it stands is not necessarily a bad game. It is not up to Sly 2 levels, I will admit that. But it's not all that bad. It's just... they screwed up in a few rather major ways. And unless or until they fix it, and they may not be able to fix, like... I am the absolute dork of a fan fiction writer who looked at Sly 4 and went, I can write a Sly 5 that solves those problems. And did so for fun because I am a dork. It is literal book length on Archive of Our Own and fanfiction.net. And features me going and using as much canon as physically possible. Hit something! Yeah, that's true, you could. I'm hoping they keep teasing us with Sly 5 at this point. I don't longer believe we're going to get one because we've been teased so often that I can't anymore. And without a Sly 5 to fix the issues, Sly 4 really isn't anything.
Okay, pal. You're all set to bounce up to the next level. If I'm reading this right, it looks like you need to bomb those power nodes to get into the control room. Once that door is open, you'll be able to shut this engine down for good. Take it all the way, buddy. Put the override switch and this engine is toast.
Woo!
That's one less engine
Yeah.
for that creepy Clockla thing to draw power from.
I've heard there is somebody who is trying to fan make a Sly 5 now, which every time some people I know mention it to me, because they know I am Sly fans, I'm like, nope, don't believe it. Until I've got the working thing in my hands, I refuse to believe it. I've gotten my hopes up and had them dashed for a TV show and a movie. Something. And I keep getting all sorts of news about stuff that doesn't happen. Until an official game has a release date, or until the fan game is in my hand, I don't
That's one
believe
of the
it.
engines that needs to be disabled. I won't lie to you, Murray. This is going
And
to be
I
a
mean
tough
release date
job
like
that
online
requires both our
advertising,
skills.
TV
My
advertising, all
skills?
that stuff.
Okay, Bentley, if you say so.
First, I'll need to hack the stations controlling access to the engine room. Then, Murray, you'll need to head inside and use your muscle to finish the job.
The Murray will be ready to go.
If this weren't a game, I like to picture that this stuff would all be happening simultaneously. Like, Sly, Bentley, and Murray would have discussed what needed doing back when they were still in the safe house doing the debriefing. And they all would have handed out at the same time, with Sly doing his pickpocketing and Murray doing his hacking at the same time. And I believe Murray has some breaking to do. I love this one. This is my favorite hacking job. I wish you could always shoot out of corners. Yeah, you would need a team. It would have to be, there would have to be a lot of stuff done. It'd be freaking awesome. Okay, there's 2 more computers. Why is there only 1? Yeah, as it stands, I do enjoy Sly 4. Which I know might leave me in the minority. Gameplay isn't quite up to the same quality, but is still very good. Great, great, great. Turtles can't fly! So many bullets. So many bullets. In Game 3, they screwed Game 4, they definitely screwed up Carmelita's characterization a few times. Though you could view it as her being deliberately over the top because she is trying to make Sly jealous. You could view it that way. It doesn't seem her style to go that ridiculous, but it is an interpretation that I am willing to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Make way for the Murray!
Woo! And as I started saying like 3 times, I kept getting distracted. I like to think of these missions as happening
Looks like you'll need to lift all those giant cylinders. Once they're locked in the up position, you'll be able to take them out at the top level.
Like, Sly does all the pickpocketing, Benny does the hacking, and Murray destroys the things he needs to destroy simultaneously. And then believe Murray has to I believe Murray has to actually pry open the way to Sly's engine. So that would mean Murray, Bentley, and Sly would meet up right outside that engine Sly has to get into. Sly would give Bentley the keys. Murray would pry the door open. And then Bentley and Murray would both go to their respective engines to take care of business while Sly got started, because Sly also has the last thing to do, separately from them. It would work perfectly as a non-gameplay thing to have all this simultaneous. Gonna drop it. Yep. Screw you. And you. I am the world's worst button masher.
Nice work. Head up to the second level and thunderflop on the giant cylinders. That should finish them off.
I mentioned before that the aiming skills of a drunk slug. Maybe not today, but I think it holds true.
Perfect. Now, head into the control booth and pull the plug on this thing. Another engine bites the dust.
Alright, it's been another hour, so 1 minute of ads coming up. So that's how we roll here, and I'll find my way to the next job as we go. I love the music here, seriously. It does such a good job of being creepy technology while still being incredibly understated and sly. I love all the music in the Sly games. Like, you don't really think about the music when you're playing unless you're bottle hunting. Or at least I don't. I don't know what you people do. Probably listen and pay attention more. I'm notorious for not doing that as much as I should. But every time I listen to the soundtrack trying to do something, it immediately transports me right back to whatever level it was that the song is from. Every time. The music is understated and quiet and so perfectly background, but so perfectly suited, and it just fits.
Murray, it looks like I'm gonna need some help getting into that engine room.
Happy to help.
Bentley tells me that the door to that room is locked down by wall-mounted power stations located throughout this blimp. I'll need you to take out all the power stations and then pry open the door by hand.
No sweat, Sly.
Okay, time to get murderous. Oh, it's over there? I always think it's on this side for some reason. feel like there are extra flashlight codes right now. Just because they know Mary can handle. I don't think that loaded correctly. For the record, it is possible to do this job in a pacifist run. I know, I've tried. It was interesting. But entirely possible to do without actually taking out a guard. Not where I wanted that to go. Oh, just what I wanted. Exploding barrels!
Looks like the power locks are offline. Come on back and pry it open for me.
Was I just invisible there? Probably. Right we go. Clockla makes me really freaking nervous here. Hearing her fly around all the time.
Your turn, buddy.
Woo!
Careful, Sly. This place is packed with laser security. First, you'll need to make your way to the far end of this room. Then jump up to the second level to get at the engine room control center.
Sly is the only one who doesn't have to destroy something to get to the engine he wants to destroy. At least not here. He just has to play some freaking jump rope. Son of a muffin.
Alright, the control center is opposite your position in the room. With some well-timed spire jumping, you should be able to get access.
I pressed the circle button, Sly. What do you want from me? Murder, apparently. Or patience, one of those two. I guess it was too close to the freaking laser barrier. This looks so safe. Patience. As long as you have patience, you can get through this. Safe!
That Arpeggio really knew his encryption algorithms. As it stands, I'm only 86.5% convinced the code to the vault is 725.
Nice.
You've gotten the Shadow Power move! That's lights out for this engine.
3 down, 1 to go. I could totally beat this tonight. Just can't screw up too much.
Since we can't get in, I figure we'll have to destroy it from the outside.
I hope you're carrying some heavy explosives, Bentley, because that engine isn't small.
It just so happens that there's a ready supply of explosives already available on the blimp. Walk one of these TNT barrels up to that engine room to destroy it.
Sounds easy enough. What's the catch?
The initial payload in that TNT barrel won't be powerful enough to do the job. If you pick up 3 magnetic chargers, you should achieve the necessary blast force to destroy the engine. It's simple, really. Just get close to the chargers, and they'll automatically attach to your barrel.
All right, let's blow stuff up.
Let's do this thing. This was the level where I first realized that Sly 2 had what I called pity mode built in when I was a kid. This level and this situation. Oh, son of a, he's got a shiny pocket and I can't pick it. Also, kudos to the developers. The 3 things that you need to pick up in order to boost your engine, boost your blow-up thingy, will also serve as a nice way to guide you the way you're supposed to go to efficiently get around. Also, you have a glowy pocket. Do they all have glowy pockets and I auto-fail if I jump out and pick those pockets? Screw you! This was also the level where I discovered, for the first time, that enemies will kick TNT barrels if you are too much in the way. I hope this is not too much in the... Okay, it's not. You can walk around me, dude. You're good. Keep going. Please? Please? Yeah. Having an enemy kick a TNT barrel is an auto failure. For obvious reasons. The reason why I'm very carefully staying to the far sides of the paths whenever I possibly can to give them all lots of room to go around. But yeah, this I know the very specific part where I screwed up repeatedly and learned, hey, Sly 2 has pity mode built in. Because specifically what happened was I screwed up on one part repeatedly. Like I was paying attention to a lot of different guards because there were so many guards around. And I continually got caught by one guard. And after like 7 or 8 failures, I realized, wait, there were 5 or 6 guards to avoid earlier doing this. And now there's only 4. And then there was only 3, and then there was only 2. They never actually got rid of the one that kept catching me, to my great annoyance. But there were fewer and fewer guards as I failed over and over and over and over again. Left side. It was this area specifically. Or rather, not this exact spot, just... between getting that thing and getting to the end where you have to blow up.
With the TNT barrel all charged up, it's time to deliver the payload to that engine.
And you've got a glowy pocket. Yeah, got rid of that guard. And I got rid of the guard that comes up one side of this and goes in the circle. And it got rid of the guard that goes in circles around that hut thing. But it never got rid of the guard that just went past. Super annoying. No! Well, it would probably be faster to fail at this point, but you know, I'm stubborn. Oh! And I moved, crud. It's faster this way anyway.
Barrel all charged up, it's time to deliver the payload to that engine.
Patience. 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 That is really freaking creepy. For the record, I don't think she spotted me at this playthrough, but if she does spot you, she will sick guards on you. She may have spotted me and I just didn't realize it. I am fully aware of that. So I've been attacked by guards and not realized I was spotted more than once. I can't move the camera left from this angle. Two guards. Hold still. Don't think about the glowy pocket. Okay, let's blow crud up.
That should be the last time anyone puts that engine to use.
Excellent.
And an unexpected windfall, I've been contacted by Inspector Fox over the shortwave radio. She's well aware of the dire situation we all face if Plakla becomes immortal and has agreed to join forces with us so that we can destroy the robotic bird. The only catch is that she's unable to locate this blimp on her radar. To help her hone in on our position, we'll need to boost the strength of 4 local radio towers. Once Inspector Fox is in range, she'll take one of us on board to act as a tail gunner in a dogfight against Plakla. This is it. We don't have time for another plan. We're almost over Paris, and if that hate hypnosis light show goes off, well, you know the story.
Let's do this thing. Love this.
Okay, Sly, we need to send Carmelita a radio pulse so she can home in on the blimp. To do that, I'll need you to get on top of 4 very tall towers. They are too big to climb and too tall to jump up normally.
What's this all got to do with this thing you've got me wearing?
It's an experimental mega jump pack. By pressing the R2 button, you'll perform a huge jump, so be careful.
All right, sounds like fun.
Honestly, a lot of the times I use this mission for bottle hunting because you can get so high and move around so frequently. Son of a muffin. Especially, like earlier, son of a banana ball, no. I hate that thing so much. I've fallen off of that so often. Anyway, as I was saying before, I rudely fell off. Earlier, I tried and failed like 4 times to get up there, and that was just instant. Floop! I'm up. No, I'm not actually saying I'm any good at it either with this thing. Alright, gotta get over here first. Oh, son of a... Seriously? Thank you. There we go. Yeah, it honestly took me 3 or 4 playthroughs to realize you could get onto these wings and get the bottles up here without the Mega Jump Pack. If it were, yeah, I would be screaming too. I think there's, like, in addition to maneuverability, there are several reasons why it's Sly doing this. And I think it is very, very clear he does not mind heights by this point in the games, okay? No! Really, Sly? Again? Awesome. Alrighty then. Know what time it is, peeps. Time for me to mess up aiming over and over in increasingly hilarious and sad ways. Time to end this. Time to deal with Clockwork, or rather, Clock-La, once and for all. It's time for flirty chit-chat.
Look, Sly, for once, let's cut the flirty chit-chat and get down to business. I need an experienced tail gunner. Jump in and grab the gun. We've got a bird to take down.
That's not flirty chit-chat?
Okay.
Looking good.
No, we're not. She's glowing. She's glowing. She's glowing.
Can't take much more of this.
Son of a... If she glows too much, she will unleash an unblockable, very powerful attack. By actually hitting her...
I thought you said you were a good shot.
I never said I was a good shot, Carmelita. I said I have the aiming skills of a drunk slug. On recording many times. I'm trying! I'm failing, okay? You want good aiming skills? Get Murray up here. Better yet, have me flying. You shoot. like the springs because they're a very nice callback to Game 1. Where you have to swing through the like fly through the centers. Yep. If you don't shoot her Clockla often enough, she will power up that laser attack, which does a heck of a lot of damage and cannot be blocked. So you have to actually do damage in a reasonable amount of time.
Keep at it! We're winning!
It took me a very long time as a kid to realize that's what would actually stop it, was shooting. If she's glowing, it's even worth ignoring and getting hit by some of the smaller attacks.
Looking good! Oh, yeah!
Phase 2, the red bullets. I'm flippin' focused, cop.
Mila's not gonna like that. Yes.
No.
Clockwork. Sooner.
I'm dead. Yep. Honestly, I don't mind her commentary, it's just that I know that I royally suck at aiming in general. I don't think I have ever done this in one try.
Don't let up. You're doing great.
The gun overheating wasn't a thing.
That should get her attention. Clockwork. Sooner.
I'm shooting her. No!
Straight, or we're both dead.
I'm trying, Inspector. Oh, we're still alive?
You're doing it, Cooper! Yes!
You shot at a cop. That was some terrific shooting.
Okay.
Sly, we've got a serious problem here. Kalakala's looking mighty upset, and I think she's going to take it out on us.
That was fun. And now there is too much debris for Carmelita to get close, so she drops
I'm coming,
Sly
guys.
off,
Hold on.
and he paraglides on over.
I knew I'd go out this way, inside a battery. I just knew it.
Why is that one hit? The entire rest of the game, it is not one hit.
I'm scared, Sly.
That is understandably one hit. I do not like this part that much. It is ridiculously precise.
I'm hyperventilating.
Oh, come
Give me the
on!
paper bag.
It is ridiculously precise, and everything is moving to try to throw you off. Don't rush. Don't rush. Don't rush. Don't rush.
This is grim. Grim. Grim.
Okay. Can't land in the center if you circle buttoned.
Make it fast, Sly. I feel really sick.
Come on. I missed. Flippin' muffins. You can really paraglide for a while before it counts as a failure. I like how you said that was close and then I proceeded to just fail.
I'm scared, Sly. Hurry.
I'm trying, Bentley!
My life is literally flashing before my eyes. Literally.
Oh, come on! Yours and mine both, Bentley. Yours and mine both.
Ouch! Ow! Falling! Falling! I'm scared, Sly! Hurry!
I'd love to, pal, but that'll just lead to things taking longer as I die yet again. Okay. Next.
Oh no! Help! Please! Someone!
Working on it. No! Get back here! Get back!
If I get out of this, I'll never speed again.
You'll never speed again, Murray.
Make it fast, Sly. I feel really sick.
Trying, buddy. Ugh.
When's this bird gonna stop? Just make it stop. I can't take it anymore.
camera is not helping. Come on.
Hurry, Sly! We're going down really fast!
Why is everything holding still for this one? I'm suspicious. Okay. I can do this.
This is grim! Grim! Grim!
You want a piece of me? Don't worry, there's plenty to go around.
You might have a new body, Neela, but you're still the low-down, backstabbing coward we've beaten time and time again. This won't be any different.
Be brave while you can, Cooper. I might not have the immortality born of pure hate, but I feel something. Some power growing within me.
I have never found a more efficient way to do this. Feels like there should be some.
We did it!
Right on!
It's an emotional moment.
Die, insects, die! My hate will smash you.
Watch out! That thing's still kicking.
Clockla mentioned something about a hate chip. It sounded like the source of her power.
If we remove it, she might stop attacking.
Then let's do a little open head surgery. I'll pry open that beak so that Bentley can go to town with his bombs.
Sounds good to me. Let's do the thing. Why is she emitting lasers?
I hate you, Koopa Gang.
This is just freaky.
I'll find you in your sleep and I will destroy you.
This is really
Never
creepy.
know a moment's peace for the rest of your short, miserable lives. The Clockla will know revenge. I am revenge. I am the Alpha and the Omega. Clockla!
Well, you're electrified. Screw you.
I still have my hate shit. You will not.
You shouldn't have told us about that.
Let's get
No.
out of here. She's about to explode. Ah! My glasses.
What? Bentley! I'll save you!
Pick me up. I can't walk.
Oh.
Come on, Sly, let's get out of here!
Hurts every time. Every time.
And there we were, at the end of the road. The Claw Gang had been defeated, and the clockwork parts lay scattered around in heaps. Yet, despite the explosion, they remained pristine. It was as if nothing could ever hurt them. Carmelita cursed herself for showing up too late to get a few shots in on Clockla. So she took it out on what was close at hand, the hate chip. And just like that, it was over. Without that core piece, that essential center of clockwork, there was nothing left. The parts aged before our eyes as if time had finally caught up with the ancient bird. How ironic that Carmelita, a police officer, would be the one to lift the curse from the Cooper family. the menace of Clockwork would never again rise to threaten me or my children. True to her nature, she informed us that we were all under arrest. But one look at my gang told me that we were in no shape for a fast getaway. So I offered to go peacefully in exchange for letting my friends walk. They'd taken some bruises through all of this, but I was surprised, shocked really, to see them leave their gear behind as they walked away. Their wounds were deeper than I'd imagined. Those guys were hurting. Carmelita's old police unit soon arrived. With me in custody, her name was cleared, and she even got a well-deserved promotion. It was the least I could do. The ride to HQ started with us sitting in silence, trying to read each other's thoughts. As the reality of my capture started to sink in, she began to relax, and we got to talking. We spoke freely about our previous adventures, comparing notes and even getting in a few laughs. Then we started talking about, well, everything. Books, music, art. It was like we were on a first date. She even showed me the bottle she'd been saving for the special occasion of my arrest. My heart sank when she realized that our short flight across town had already taken 2 hours, a fact I'd kind of clued into after seeing the Eiffel Tower float by 17 times. She went forward to ask the pilot what was up, and it looked like my pals had left me a little going-away present before taking off. Floating away on the night breeze, I could faintly make out Carmelita's voice.
I'll find you, Cooper!
And he took the bottle.
I'll be seeing you soon, Ringtail.
Sucker Punch. I love this game. Now that we've moved on to the credits that done, I love this, okay? I took the Sly Cooper game series, games 1 through 3, with me to college. I got these games for my birthdays and for Christmas after they came out. So I didn't have the money or ability to get them myself. Wasn't allowed to order stuff online because of my age, and like the closest game store was over a half-hour drive, and I wasn't old enough to drive. Kevin Miller as Sly. Kevin Miller. Matt Olson as Bentley. Chris Murphy as Murray. Alicia Gladwell as Carmelita and Neela in this game. Inspector Carmelita Fox continues to search for Sly Cooper, whose current whereabouts are still unknown. Demetri earned home to work as a dance instructor on a cruise ship. No animals were harmed in the creation of this game. Rajan now owns a series of rug outlets across North America. The Contessa went on to become the most successful real estate agent in the greater Milwaukee area. I love that detail. Jean Bisson went on to work for the EPA and ended up frozen yet again on a rescue mission saving baby penguins. I love these games. I love them. Okay, I love them. Okay, that's it. You've seen everything. You won. Yay! Go outside. It is 10:51 p.m. I am not going outside. Tomorrow I'll be back 8 p.m. Eastern because I get out of work at 7, and I will be playing Sly 3. But right now, I love this game. I love so much about it. I think the only flaws are you cannot replay it that easily. Even once you've beaten the game, there's no rewatching. There's no replaying. You can rewatch cutscenes. You cannot rewatch slideshows. You cannot rewatch. You cannot re-listen to. Wait. There's a thingy. We're not going to finish until we've seen that thingy. You cannot re-listen to the announcements over the intercoms. You cannot replay jobs without starting the whole thing over. Oh, that's just the credits again. Okay. In any case, they are great games, but 10:52 p.m., it's like 8 minutes early for me to stop for the night, and I'm okay with that. Let's raid somebody. Let's raid my friend Addison Noxie, who is playing Hollow Knight and a super tiny streamer. Doesn't stream very regularly. I'd like to see that change. But they're playing Hollow Knight. I might be raiding alone. I'm okay with that. But right now, thank you very much for watching, and have a great night, everybody. At some point, this will be up on my YouTube channel when I get the chance to do so.